Ah!
Welcome.
Craig.
Craig.
Hi, Craig.
We must never explain the summoning ritual.
No. Even though you just technically explained it.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Okay, so let's talk about Boomstan's first question that I do think we need to address. Does Spectre need the stat boost?
I mean, clearly, right?
I mean, he doesn't hit very hard for me at all, so I think he definitely needs this boost to his intelligence.
Yeah, at least that. Probably speed. I think he should probably be going before Penguin.
Mm-hmm. I mean, he should be faster than Impulse, let's be honest.
It's true. What is faster than God's vengeance?
Spectre. Spectre is. Or Penguin, apparently.
Impulse.
I mean, he could take it. No, he needs to be nerfed. If anything, he needs to be nerfed. Boomy.
No, I mean, I'm certainly a bit less afraid of him these days than in the past.
Yeah.
Just because I've found enough strategies that work around him.
Right, like Shiva's and Connors and...
Right. Shiva's, Connors, Dr. Poison.
Punchline, Talon.
Even, I mean, this is out there, but Mongol?
Surprisingly.
Yeah. He's not good for much, but occasionally he can work for an anti-Spectre team.
Yeah. I wish I had mine above level 34.
It's not worth the resources, really.
Well, and because when I was building him, it was when we had that taunt still, and so we finally got rid of it, and I was like, well, I don't care anymore.
Yeah. But we all have, 1,000 fragments of him?
Yeah, because they gave us, what was it, 600 for all the crap that we went through?
Yeah. Why couldn't they have done that during the question month or Desaad month?
Because
any month other than Mongol.
Because the crap that we went through with Mongol was not beneficial to anyone.
It's true.
Whereas, the question bug in that raid obviously benefited some people very much.
Yeah, super crits.
Yeah, I at least 100 times per crit. I would say 1,000% maybe the bug, because that was ridiculous.
Yeah, it was probably one of my favorite raids because of that.
Absolutely, that was.
I mean, just the fun,
hysterical.
The fun game of keep away that we played with all the owls. That was my favorite part of. Please don't catch us, please don't catch us. I mean, I would wake up in like a sweat in the middle of the night going, I hope they haven't caught us yet. I hope they haven't caught us. It was scary.
They never did.
We
should
about to
get in trouble talking about that.
Well, I mean, we should say that we are recording currently at the end of the October raids, and congratulations to the Owls for taking back the first place crown.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely, congratulations.
Yeah, we know how hard it is now, and the fact that you took it back is, I mean, anybody who places in World's Finest for these raids deserves applause.
And way more than the gems we're getting.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's for sure. But yeah, I'm definitely less afraid of Spectre these days. He's still definitely a force to be reckoned with, and I still have. I'm actually running him less, I find. Just because there's so much need of team-wide purging these days. Like, Terra is everywhere. Hal Jordan lead is making
back.
A resurgence.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, particularly with Cassandra Cain in as a Siege bonus tune last
Oh,
month.
yeah.
Everyone had
That was brutal.
right. Everybody had turn 0 debuff immunity. So having Spectre on the team, he just doesn't purge enough, which I don't think anybody has ever actually said about Spectre.
I think you're the first person to get that in recording.
But
Well, yeah.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, speaking of Spectre and raids, have y'all seen next month's supposed raid tune list on like Master Server and everything?
I have not.
I don't think
Well,
we're not supposed to talk about that, are we?
well, we talked about other worse stuff on here.
Yeah,
I mean, unless the devs are listening, I don't think anyone's gonna mind.
fair.
And it's being posted on social media and Reddit now, so I'm not as worried about saying anything.
True. If Reeves doesn't know about it already, then
Yeah.
I don't think we're the first ones to tell her.
No, I don't think we are. But Spectre is supposed to be a 5-time tune next month,
That'll be insane.
alongside Plastic Man and Wonder Woman's Defender of Justice. So Gal Gadot, apparently. Her. I mean, just looking at the list, it's an interesting month, so we'll see what happens. But Spectre as a 5-times tune, I have a feeling it's going to be the exact same thing we just did, where every team just had Black Adam, and you kind of just ran with it.
Although even more rampy.
I know, 'cause at least Black Adam had to rely on death for a little bit.
Yeah.
Even though what was ramping him up was the crit damage up, so never.
Yeah. And I mean, this is kind of like the only raid where really there are a bunch of minions that can be killed by Black Adam for ramping.
Well, Necron. If it was a Necron
too.
raid, we would have been in the same boat.
True. But I'm
think
definitely
it was
glad that it was this month.
Oh yeah.
That it was Black Adam. Because there have been times where Larfleeze has been 3 times or 2 times tune, and it's just like, that's great and all, but he hits like a tickle until things are dying,
Like a
and
wet
there's
noodle.
nothing to die.
Yeah. Well, I remember when we were sitting down and like when I think it was Dark that kind of launched us into discussion about like we gotta figure out how we're gonna do this raid with the bonus tunes and blah 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 and trying to figure that out. And we're like, okay, everyone we're gonna be relying on Jay Garrick and Dr. Fate because they have the can't miss abilities. And I was like, Dr. Fate or Dr. Fate had his hit chance up in his old kit, and I was trying not to laugh too hard at him because the fact that it didn't have a hit chance up anymore. And so like he was like going on through all this. I was like, or we could just use Black Adam and just surround him with every single hit chance up tune possible. Which apparently that worked, so
Yeah.
I guess we're good.
This was a phenomenal raid, especially for people going for milestones because it felt like the bosses went down really fast.
Oh, this is the highest scoring Scarecrow raid we've ever had. Hands down. This is a good raid.
Absolutely.
I'm scared for next month, though, still. Spectre. It's a dangerous game we're playing here.
I'll admit, I did not do good this raid, but that was fully on me. Fully on life, because I had a Halloween D&D game, which I have every year that I run, and so I had a bunch of people over to the new house that we are still unpacking, and so it was a weekend of mostly preparing for guests and cleaning up after guests. So I actually had my lowest scoring single individual raid yet.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, I was about to say, and I usually hit 70 way earlier in the day, and I hit 70 about, well, it's for those who are wondering how how this recording session goes, it is 7:20-ish, right after the October raid, and I beat my milestone about 20 minutes ago. So, for the 70th milestone, I slid in there last second.
Congratulations on the last minute victory.
Thank you. It sucks. I was trying to spawn literally anything. I bought another energy pack and I was just going through and I kept getting like 51s and 68s. I was like, give me a freaking 90 or a 150 right now. I did not get either of those things.
Oh.
It was a rough raid on that front.
I did learn that last raid that 150s that other people spawn and you just hit and duck out don't give as many points as if you even have just a 90 or even a 68.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but it's cheaper if you just give it if you throw one energy, tap in and tap out. Like that's
it is cheaper. I'm currently sitting on like 3,000 individual raid energy
on the solo energy.
Yeah, so I'm not super concerned there.
I have 6,500 some odd.
Nice.
So I just 5 times everything now. Even day 1, I'm like, oh, level 1 boss 5 times. Gotta make sure he stays dead.
Good call.
Mm-hmm.
Are you all excited for Plaz?
Or Plastic Man?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It'll be fun. It'll be interesting to have more people added in.
His kit's weird, but I like it.
It is so weird.
But it makes sense. It's just an annoying kit, and that's my favorite kind.
It is definitely a super annoying kit. I'm a little worried about his 3 with the if Plastic Man has taunt, apply 50% turn meter down to the target. He only has a 50% chance to gain taunt if he's damaged by an enemy. And that's his only way of gaining taunt natively.
Yeah.
So it feels like an unnecessary gate. And also WB has really been liking giving us taunt lately.
Yeah, I mean, we don't use taunt characters for their intended purpose, honestly, so I don't know. I don't know what that is about. We use taunt to avoid the gates that taunt creates, and that's really it. I don't know.
Although, boy oh boy, the legendary on his 4, 50% chance to reset all his cooldowns at the beginning of his turn.
Oh, yeah.
That's going to be... You're never going to know what you're going to get hit with.
Yeah, no, it's gonna really suck.
Yeah.
For the RNG on our side, I guess, not really on when we're using him, it'll be great. When you're going up against that, you're gonna be like, is it hit salad or is it whip it? Or is it pest control for some reason?
Right.
I have a feeling we're never gonna see his basic in PvP.
Which, honestly, I am fine with a 50% chance for a 2-turn stun on a basic.
Oh, I'll take that.
Well, a 50% chance for a 2-turn stun, but also a 50% chance to do it twice.
Yeah, to hit him again just to make sure they stay down.
Right?
I
mean, if you get the double attack, that 50% chance edges kind of closer to guarantee.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I think we're gonna get caught with a lot of his percentages just holding him back a little bit, which I think is necessary because, like, looking at this kit, if everything had 100% chance, we'd be screwed.
Oh yeah, he would be unbeatable.
Yeah. The one thing that's gonna gate him though is that taunt is that only the 50% chance to get the taunt.
Yeah.
And only when he's attacked, which is a very weird.
Only when he's damaged.
Sorry, yeah, when he's damaged. So that is a weird gate. Like, you have to get attacked to or to get damaged to become the taunter, which will make you get damaged more, which will loop it, but you've got to get hit the first time, which is the issue.
Yeah.
But there's also enough AoE that I'm not worried about it.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And at least when he gains the taunt, he also gains stamina ups.
Yes.
Because he doesn't look like he has a ton of sustain, except, well, I guess his heavy attack, his 3, does have a medium overheal.
Yeah. Now I will say, looking at both of them, the new tunes, I have a sneaking suspicion that Grail is actually going to outshine.
I'm so excited for Grail.
I think she might outshine Spectre next raid if we can find a good comp for her. Because that's a lot of intelligence up, and turn meter up on her basic as well. Like and speed ups and crit chance ups and more turn meter up and oh god.
I think the one thing that will keep her from being super overpowered is that her speed is only 113.
But again, 2 abilities with turn meter up and speed ups.
Including her turn meter up on her basic, which means every time she's call assisted.
Well, Spectre's the same way on that front.
True.
But my other thing that I'm noticing too, she has intelligence down as well as intelligence up across the board. Paired with Darkseid, and Hippo or Question, I think she might be unstoppable. Just looking at it from a very, very, like, not seeing how she's hitting yet. Just looking at it like that. I am scared. And if her crit chance ups are... Oh, it's just crit chance. It's not crit damage, but still. I was like, if she had bugged buffs, we'd be screwed. Again.
Yeah. And I mean, you run her with Darkseid, and she gets an additional 2 intelligence ups on her too.
So
I do really love that her 3 is Darkseid's 3.
Well, his 2.
You're right, his 2. But they Omega Beams. They kept the Omega Beams the same.
Oh yeah.
That was great.
This is gonna be good.
Yeah, no, I'm very excited for her. And I mean, more blues. More blues is never bad.
Oh yeah. Because we definitely don't have enough of those. We need more. Please. Please, Wonder Brothers, please. I will say no energy tune this month, which is a nice sign because we have too many.
Absolutely. This month will hopefully will definitely fix the ratio a little bit.
Wait,
yeah.
Cyborg isn't energy?
No new energy tunes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, no, they changed his affinity. It's so weird. I don't know what happened. Because green definitely didn't make perfect sense for Cyborg. Surprised Plastic Man actually isn't a green.
Yeah,
he makes sense as a red. I just you never know with some of them. You're like, he could be either of these.
Honestly, he should have been the first tune that switches affinities.
That actually would have worked pretty well.
That would be cool.
I'm still holding on hope for Mixie. Yes,
Mixie's got to come first.
But it could make sense to have Plaz as like that could work with his being super annoying, being super tricksy. You never know what you're gonna get with him.
He's the best time
by constantly changing shape. That changes his alignment.
Oh yeah, I could live with that.
Right? Ooh, I don't know if that's going to show up on the recording, but I just heard a train.
Oh, I guess we'll find out sooner or later.
Yeah.
I think if it's for since we're using Craig. He'll it shouldn't catch it because it didn't come up on the Discord.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I didn't hear it.
So
So speaking of Cyborg, have either of you gotten a chance to really play with his him and his new kit yet?
no, I was going to for raid, but then I didn't quite get it in time, so I was waiting to do it this week.
Yeah, I also haven't played with it much.
Is it good?
Oh, I have no idea. I didn't like until he was announced. He was one of my all of my tunes are at least level 30, and he was level 30, gear 0. So
Well,
I'm working on him.
I got him. I got him at 70-11 now. He's got his stats up there, and I heard some people were mentioning he's really good. He was really good in this raid without a multiplier somehow, which I find skeptical considering that Black Adam was literally doing 20 million on certain hits. So, whatever. But I kind of want to mess with him this week to see how he's hitting now because he's got a better kit, but I don't think it doesn't read that good. But I haven't looked at it in detail like I usually do yet.
Yeah, I mean, 2 can't miss attacks. That's good.
Yeah, where was that when we needed it for Cassie?
Using overclock at the beginning of battle, especially if that then puts overclock his 3 on a cooldown, then he'll automatically start with his 2, which is heavy damage with a 50% chance to deal double damage. And if he's already used overclock, 5 crit chance ups, and
he's got a great start.
Yeah. So he might be great on his first hit.
Yeah.
I'm just not sure after that.
It's better than when you used to run him on auto because you remember he used to have that 30% chance to actually hit with his second ability, but 100% chance if he used his first ability first, but he would never do it because you always just use them on auto because why would you actually use them?
Yep.
They
definitely thought it through more.
Well, I think that kit was well thought through when it used to, that used to be A, it used to be heavy damage, and B, that used to be kind of like the way you kept him in check, and now it's just like, oh yeah, he kind of just sucks. I was surprised he wasn't trash tier sooner, actually, or ever.
Yeah.
He never made his way down there, surprisingly.
My one question for his kit is that permanent true sight. Is that going to be permanent in the same way that Dr. Fate's...
Okay, they are not permanent unpurgeable. I'm realizing that, so it makes sense now.
Yeah.
But still, that was stupid. It should have been unpurgeable. I was not happy.
Yeah. I also don't get why 2 of his 3 percentage-based things are 60% overclock. Gain 4 speed ups and 60% chance to gain 3 strength ups.
You know what? It's just the stats are the numbers are better than what they used to be when it was 43% chance was at max. And you're like, why? Who came up with that number? Who sat down and said, 43% chance or 49? I think my favorite's 49 because you're like, just say 50, just go to 50.
Yeah. But still, 3 strength ups aren't game changing enough that you need to gate them behind a 60% chance.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's true.
If you don't hit that 60% chance, gaining 4 speed ups on a third ability is not worth using.
Nah. I like Atro's new kit though.
Oh my god. I somehow, while reading it, missed the legendary on his leadership that he is our red turn meter up tune,
Mhm.
And the first battle I went into with him, I was like, why is the other team all going in front of me? I don't understand.
It's the 20% turn meter and the 50% speed boost when
Yeah.
enraged. It is dangerous.
So here's my question.
Oh,
Previously, that leader ability meant that toons on his team that got enraged after battle started, after his turn 0, got the 50% speed boost and the 50% damage boost. Is that what that means here still now?
the combat starts while enraged. I guess we'll have to play with it and find out, because I think it's after the first turn. I don't think it's his turn 0. I think it's after turn 0.
I think so too.
But I don't think it's at first. I don't think it's leading into whoever goes first. I think if you still have if you were like to go in with Impulse would still go first. But then everyone else is getting the speed boost after that. Oh god, that's dangerous.
Yeah.
I think the King's back. I think Atro's back and with a Fury and with Wonder Girl's stat boost.
Yep. I mean, plus 50% damage on her basic while enraged, which gives her a plus, 150 or something?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll be super nasty.
Oh, yeah. Although I will say, the team that has given me the most trouble that I've had in months, honestly. Atro, Terra, Supergirl, Trigon.
Oh, I can see that. Yeah. I mean, who do you prioritize in that situation, really?
Right?
But also,
Everyone?
they don't get enraged turn 0.
It's
Terra.
No, it's currently going under that.
It's bugged.
I don't know if it's bugged.
It's bugged.
But it's definitely taking priority.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's definitely bugged because Terra was retimed to go after Harley to counter that.
No, to go before Harley.
I mean, to go before Harley, so that it would counter her enrage, which also Enchantress was reprogrammed, even though that was completely unrelated, to go before Harley, so that she could just send the
No, after.
I'm so confused right now. I think I was going to talk about. I wanted to say things about both of them. I think I've flip flop.
Yes.
And Terra goes before, Enchantress goes after Harley.
Yes.
There we go. And any other, and the enemy Enchantress, so she can send it right back, which I think is even funnier.
I think it's possibly it's probably a bug, and it's probably because turn 0 things would start at the team leader or whoever is faster and go down the line.
Yeah.
So, but at the moment, Atro is putting Enrage on his team if there is a Terra.
Yeah, I just confirmed that.
So an Atro, Terra, Supergirl, Trigon team with Enrage and debuff immunity.
That's multiple characters I don't want enraged in the first place.
Yeah.
Let alone with a speed and damage boost.
Yep. I mean, Supergirl just wipes an entire team by herself.
I'll keep an eye out for that one, and I will not underestimate it, because I've got to remember that Atro is now a force to be reckoned with again. Instead of just like, oh, it's just Atro.
I mean, the only good thing about that team is that Trigon activates and gets rid of the enrage on himself all the time.
Yeah.
But if he's already going, you're screwed anyways.
Yeah.
And then the retaliation when enraged enemies are attacked. Whew.
Lordy.
Yeah. So I'm actually not sure. Is that supposed to mean the enraged enemies retaliate, or Atro retaliates when his enemies or when his allies are hit if they have enrage. Because I feel like
I think it's an Atro attack
okay.
because
Playing on times
yes,
3, it gets hard to tell when things are reactions and when things are just enraged people taking turns.
right. I think it's Atro retaliation because I think that's why Rage Charge added had the tweak with the damage per enrage on the field.
Yeah.
I think that's why that was tweaked.
Yeah.
So I don't like the max of 8 though. Kind of upsets me. You can't go crazy within a rage comp. It's Parallax and Solomon Grundy and Atro and Harley and they're everywhere. Actually, I don't know if you'd get anything done with a complete enrage comp like that. I think it'd just be basic after basic after basic after basic. And you never get the enrage back off, I mean, for your team either. Now I'm thinking about it.
Well, Parallax is great because he's going to be putting a bunch of enrages on the other team when they hit him.
Right.
So
we'll see. All right, do we want to talk about stuff? Want to do a podcast?
Well, wait, we have 2 more questions from Boomstan.
Well, Boomstan said those, and then he said, "Wait, those are things I want to talk about." And I'd like to have him, and that'd be good topics for him. I think.
True.
Since they are related to the super fam.
They are. Boom Sam, this is your official invitation to come on and talk to us about the super family.
Mm-hmm. As if it wasn't in writing already.
But now everybody else knows.
Yes. This is your official public invitation.
Yes, exactly.
So I think we'll save those topics, but I'll note them for when we have that episode.
Yeah, that's great. The other thing I should mention is that we do have our Discord server, which is where Boomstam was asking us questions for this general topics bonus post-raid chat session. Wow, that was the long title I made up.
You could definitely stretch that out, I think. I think you could get on a little bit further with that.
Yes, but then it becomes an Always Sunny title, and I just don't know. Or an anime title. Those are getting long now.
They've been long.
If anybody has not watched That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
Gosh, I knew you were gonna say it. I knew that was what we were gonna use.
Listen, I watched it in August and I've already rewatched the entire thing. It is so good and so funny. And I want to live in that world. It's like the most beautiful video game world with so much choice and so much skill progression, and it would be amazing to play. If I could get a video game that deep and complex, I would give up DCL forever. You would never hear from me again.
Sad.
What was that called again?
That Time I Got Reincarnated as a Slime.
All right.
Stand that show.
I might have to watch it because that sounds pretty cool.
It's so good.
God, I can't believe we're talking about this on a DCL podcast.
Last time we talked about Wicked for 20 minutes.
I know, but at least I like Wicked.
Cold.
Did you say you couldn't stand?
I do not like this anime.
Oh no! Why not?
It's a whole thing. It's the people who introduced it to me. A lot of bad stuff happened, so we don't talk about it anymore.
Fair enough. There are definitely good shows that can be overwritten by real world events, so I fully get and respect that.
Plus, I'm just dramatic. It's my whole thing.
Yes, we know.
Now hold on a minute. Just because I say it doesn't mean it doesn't hurt.
You are literally a dramatist.
Yeah, that's the best term we got for it, yeah. The other one's just a bitch.
I kind of also like dramaturge.
Yeah, but that's more like drama nerd, which is just the nerd who researches all the historical facts about the shows and stuff.
That's
So,
fair. Are you saying that you've never?
no, I have.
Okay.
No, I've been paid to do that before, so we're good. I'm just being that guy.
Well, yes. So if anybody listening does ever want to talk about anime or other good shows that they like, come on over to our Discord server. Ask us questions. Tell us things to talk about on these post-raid chat shows. We'd love to hear from you and what you want to hear us talk about.
And if there's enough interest, we'll add a whole anime channel in our server.
Maybe we just start with a like TV discussion channel.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Or movies.
Because I also desperately want to talk to people about the Disney Plus show The Owl House.
Oh, we'll talk about that later. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Excellent.
Surprised the Court of Owls doesn't want to talk about the Owl House.
So we invite a member of the Court of Owls to come join us, but they have to have watched The Owl House to be able to join us.
That's the base requirement.
We won't talk about anything DCL. This will be a bonus episode where the owls talk about Owl House.
There's a joke there somewhere. This is the joke.
Yes.
It is the whole thing's the joke. That's it. Got it.
Yes.
We're good.
The one last thing I will say about Owl House is my fiance and I watched the first episode, and at the end of it, I had already gone on Amazon and bought multiple plushies from it. So that tells you how invested in that I am, having in the past month watched it 3 full times.
Oh, good
That's
lord.
an insane amount.
I mean, that's why when The Mandalorian came out, so.
Every time we get to the end, my partner, he just he starts it right back up again. And it's just like, no, I need to rewatch.
Continuous cycle.
It's fine. The other thing he's been watching is Scrubs, which, boy oh boy,
Scrubs is so good.
It's a great show. It has great jokes. I love many, many moments from it. Boy oh boy, is JD one of the most unlikable characters I have ever seen on television.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Like
I watch JD.
I mean, him and like, it's real bad when you watch this show from the early 2000s and you're like, oh my god, the most mature couple on this show are the divorced couple who love and hate each other.
Yeah.
Now I need to go back and rewatch Scrubs.
It doesn't hold up, but is still fun.
I'll give you that. I was like, it definitely does not hold up at all.
There's a point in the first season where Dr. Cox actually uses a homophobic slur, and so that was a little rough. But
we just glossed over that, I think, then when we thought about it the first time, because I don't remember that.
Yep. But and Dr. Kelso makes a lot of jokes at the expense of his gay son, and so and there's a good healthy amount of racism and sexism and all of those other isms that you would find in the early 2000s on sitcoms.
Yeah, that's what early 2000s sitcoms good, apparently. Just kidding. Just kidding. For all who are wondering, that was a joke.
I will edit that later and take out your assertion of joking.
That's cold-blooded.
Oh, we have too much power. We have too much power.
We're getting bacon canceled now.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. I can do that just by myself just fine. Thank you very much.
All right. Anything else anybody wanted to chat about before we get down to recording?
I want to record so I can go out and drink to celebrate Raid over.
Entirely fair.
A bar just down the street. I'm gonna walk down to it so I don't have to drive back.
That's a very responsible thing to do.
How I roll.
I feel that. I have a local bar I go to as well that's similar.
Just within walking distance.
Yeah, exactly.
I just moved to the suburbs. There's nothing within walking distance. So my patio is in walking distance.
Ooh.
I can just go drink beer out there.
Yeah, but you have to go buy the beer yourself.
Yeah.
And
Or you have a D&D house party and people bring you whatever alcohol you request.
That's true. I should start doing more of those, I guess.
It's really the only reason to play. Aside from the fun and camaraderie and
Booze.
delightful storytelling.
Booze.
Every year I steal from some random property. Last year it was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Oh.
This year it was Doctor Who.
What'd you do from Doctor Who?
I made a heist one shot where they had to infiltrate the Black Archives, and they had to get past Sontarans, Zygons, and Cybermen.
Ooh.
And there was planned to be a Dalek encounter, except they finished the Cyberman encounter at 11:30, and I was tired.
Hey, at least you didn't throw a Weeping Angel encounter in there. That would have sucked.
Oh, that almost happened just because they started making Weeping Angel jokes. At one point, somebody just offhandedly said the word angel, and of course I had to put my my face in my hands.
Oh no.
They all got real scared after that.
I mean, good. They're living on the edge of fear.
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm thinking red alerts and upgrade missions. Does that sound good?
Sure. If whichever one we do first takes too long, I might have to bounce. But I would like to let's try to get through both.
Yeah.
Let's do it. We can talk about.
I think we can probably keep them pretty short.
Red alerts should be short.
Yeah. Upgrade missions
might be longer, but could be short.
I'm debating. Should upgrade missions go in the short topic one? And we just basically...
No, I think it's long enough for its own, because there's 6 different ones.
True.
Or there's really 3 different ones, but 6 different versions. We'll save it for the episode.
Excellent.
Let's do it.
All right.
Don't forget to edit this last part out.
Yeah.